Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn here on Lake Biwa, where we've managed to restart our efficient mine. It's running efficiently, it's using all the things. It does need explosives, I forgot about it. But we're importing explosives, so that's okay, that's not a bad thing. Because we have all our scrap metal things, smelters, that's the word. We have all our smelters running. They're running at about half efficiency right now because we only have 7 of them built, but we're getting there. We ran out of logs. So I moved the gate down here and stole half this stuff here. So now this forester is actually from District 2, and this forester is from District 1. These 2 lumberjacks are District 2, these 2 are District 1. So yeah, we're kind of just stealing a bit more from it. We might give it back when it's done. We might not. We might keep it. District 2 might keep it and run half the field. Who knows? Who knows? We haven't decided. Yet. I don't think District 1 is struggling for wood. So 227 wood. They only have 2 wood, which are those there. I mean, we could get enough one out over here. There's no reason why I shouldn't do that. Let's put one out here on the corner. Oh, and you are just chop those trees, because those trees in the corner don't really ever get chopped down. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll have you do that there. You'll be okay. You've got trees down here should you need it whenever that comes along. How are you doing, by the way? You are up to 12 beavers right now. We have 5 unemployed. Throw some more people in there. Why not? Life is good. Life is easy. Life is simple. Yeah. We haven't sent any explosives your way yet. So, what I'm going to do up here actually is we might as well get the beavers working on something. Let's get a distribution post put in. That'll do. There. Build that. I think we have all the stuff. Yeah, we've got planks being imported as well. And we'll get some beavers working in there, and we'll get them sending the scrap metal from here out because we might as well. A number of episodes ago, I actually said that beavers can carry 25 items. That's not correct. They can carry 25 kilos, and different items have different weights. Don't know if it tells you anywhere what the weights of them are, other than when a beaver sees carrying 0 to 24 kilograms. So it depends on how much what it is they're carrying. It throws you off a little bit, because if I do this here, if I say, hey, would you send scrap metal back here? We'll just do the one. Bomb like this. Okay. And I'm going to take. We're going to add to 2 workers basically, so that's fine. But I think you're probably going to go, aren't you? But what happens is they gather 25 scrap metal, and it may be that scrap metal is only 1. Yeah, but they also carry 25 water or 25 wood. They carry 25 of an item, which make me think they carry 25 goods in one go. But they may not. They probably don't, actually. They probably don't, but we'll see. I want to leave 1 beaver unemployed in case somebody dies who happens to work in the water there. In fact, we're going to up this to 2 beavers. There we go. So, then we can always turn that down here. Just need to keep an eye on it every now and then, because if we run out of water, problems ensue and beavers die. Maybe we should import water as well, just in case. I don't know. Scrap metal is 0. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So you're 21 because that's all the scrap metal you had, so it's not really going to work for us. But yeah, but they gather 25 in the storage. I can probably show you with this one. 25 berries, 15 explosives, that's what they can get, but we've got 1 set of berries. So they cover 25 of them, and 25 of everything else as well. And a metal block has got away more than berries. So that's where I got thrown off. They're obviously doing 100 planks because we are sending planks to District 2 because we ran out of planks to build it. Now I think we have recovered on the planks, so we don't need to send them anymore. Yeah, we didn't have enough planks to build any of this stuff here, so send them over there because we ran out of logs. No logs, no planks, no nothing. That's good. Okay, so now we are producing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 metal blocks every 4 hours. That should be 4 a day, 24 a day. It won't be that much because the beavers have to go and get food and do other things in between. So they don't actually work for 16 hours a day. They work for probably 14 hours a day and take 2 hours off. Yeah. So we're probably looking at about 20 metal blocks a day being produced, which is pretty good. So let's add a route. Well, we don't want to... I mean, I could put it over here, but this is still technically District 1. What I should have done was I should have spread these two bridges out and put the gate right there on the bridge. But we're not going to do that because that's not what I did. So what we're going to do is put the gate right here instead. On the end. We could also put the bridge, the gate there. District 1 can reach all the stuff from underground. That's what it's doing right now, reaching all the stuff underground here. So, you know what we'll do? We'll send the metal blocks to District 1. Add new route. Yeah, go there. Boom. Metal blocks. Boom, there you go. And you should send roughly 25 a day. We'll see. We'll see. It will be interesting. It will be interesting actually to see what they do. Because I'm not entirely sure. Also, can you reach around? You can. It's a bit of a... It's okay. You walk up here and along there. That's not too bad, I suppose. Walk around. If I'd have made this completely solid, they'd have to walk all the way around to get to their place, which obviously the longer they have to walk, the more, the less time they have to do whatever they're doing. And the great thing about this setup as well is that it will run all the time, even during drought, which is fine. Now our tempered, treated plank, won't run during droughts, so we will actually run out of them. In fact, they won't run at all because we have them paused. So let's unpause them. And unfortunately, our power grid isn't supplying enough power. But we can fix that as well. By adding another block in here. So we'll do that. We'll do the power thing here as well. Well, I think we'll get rid of that one. Build a large power wheel. That. Yeah, that'd be good. I could move it down one more. Have gaps between each and every one of them. Kind of want to do that, so that's what we're going to do. I don't know why I want gaps in between them and little pathways for them to walk across, because they don't walk across. There's no reason for them to come down this way, but they just I just do. So we could also fill this all in and just put more buildings in down here as well, and run the power off somewhere else. So that is an option for later. Right now we're just going to literally do that, plug that in, build a path there like that, and put in the power wheel there. There we go. Just as the drought was on its way, we will have power wheel, and that will power this here, because this is just about getting enough power to kind of do it, so it's not really running well. But these are going to produce we're going to get 2 every 3 hours, and we use 1 every 2 hours roughly. So we will get a surplus of treated planks, which is good, because that means we can fill up our storage with treated planks, and then once it's full they'll stop working. They just won't do their thing because they're full. And then when a drought comes, these will stop working because they can't run without power, but this will carry on. So fantastic balance. And there we go. This should be 1200, requires 1200. Everything is awesome. There we go. 25 metal blocks. 8 beavers to transfer 25 metal blocks. We should be producing about 20 a day. So we should technically drop our amount. Let's see here. Right, Beaver. Pause. Who are you? You're carrying explosives. You're carrying 4 explosives, which is 4 kilos. You're carrying 2 logs, which is 12 kilos. So we know logs are 6 kilos. But I would have thought metal blocks would have been quite heavy, although it did look as if The shame I can't see who's... You're carrying 4 metal blocks, which is 20 kilos. Okay. So you only carry 4 metal blocks. So that would mean in order to move 20 of them, we need 4 beavers. I don't think it's doing that. I think you just took 4 blocks and then stopped, because we only have one distribution link. And I think like all the others are just inside here, not moving. Yeah. Oh, there's one. He's carrying 2 metal blocks. I'm really not sure as to what. Because it could just be that this is full. Could be this is full. Which would make sense. Which would make sense. That's for the scrap metal. Yep. You're full of scrap metal. So yeah, it could just be that we are full of scrap metal because we've got scrap metal coming in from District 3 by the absolute ton by the looks of it. Yep, we are trying to send all our scrap metal over. So that makes sense. Right, in that case, we are going to build a second drop-off point. And I might just put it right next to it because why not? Doesn't really matter. Boom, there we go. And then we're going to cancel delivery from there. And we are instead going to add a new route to that one, metal block. So that's going to fill with metal block, and that's going to fill with that here. I also need to change the distribution limits of metal blocks, because you won't send any metal blocks over. There you go, because we've got more than 50. So that would explain why we weren't sending any as well. We had to wait for district to go drop below them to send the goods. So there we go. Now we'll just send infinite metal blocks to District 1. And come up there, 300 storage for that there. But it's dedicated for that. That's what it's for. The first one is dedicated for scrap. The second one is dedicated for metal blocks now. And then the metal blocks will be used to build the metal platforms. For here, of which we have 2 now. Hey! Hey! Those are some powerful nuts there. I was going to say big nuts, but we don't know how big beavers are. This is the thing. We still haven't established how big beavers are. Are they human size? Just we assume they're human size because we kind of see the doors and things and the windows. But it may just be that all these buildings are small. They're beaver sized. It may be that beavers are still beaver sized and everything is just scaled to that point. You know, 1 meter for a beaver may not be 1 meter for a human. Okay, they may have just heard about the distance that we use as a meter and then gone, no, we'll do that. A beaver meter is different because they're obviously metric because they use kilograms. So yeah, but who's to say a kilogram that they have is a kilogram that we have? Because you know we just chose that weight was a kilogram. All you know that much added together was 1 kilogram, and that's what we chose. Beavers may have chosen a different substance to measure it from and gone, this much of it is 1 kilogram. There we go. So they're the same word, but different choices. You know, that's because that's how it works. Because that's how it's all done. It's all done. Weights, language, everything like that. It's all made up. All made up. Our brain named everything. So realistically, the brain is the only thing that ever named itself. There we go. There's food for thought. I'm generally stalling because I want to find out whether this metal block delivery is what. Yeah, we go. This looks better. It looks like we're delivering all the metal blocks now. Awesome. Okay, so you are sending all the blocks over, which is fantastic. My original observation of the distribution post was that they gather all the stuff and then do 1 trip per day. But that's not true. It seems like each beaver does 1 trip per day. So by having 8 beavers in there, and they can carry 4 each, that is 4, 8, 16, 32. It's 32 kilograms they can move. So that's more than they actually have in stored. So they'll move it, pick some more up, and then the other beavers will move, like the last 3 will go as well. So yeah, it's a bit, it's you never quite know how many they're going to send in one day. because I've seen them do not necessarily multiple trips. I don't think I've ever seen a beaver do multiple trips, but I suppose we could watch a beaver for a day. Let's watch Saga Chris, who is 104 days old. Now he's an impressive hauler. He is impressive. 104 days old. He has everything he ever wanted in his life other than a tribute of ingenuity. And sadly, I don't think you'd live to see one if we did try to build one. Because it needs power as well. And I don't think District 2 could ever do that. Unless we put an engine to it, perhaps. Tribute requires 600 horsepower. Engines are 400 horsepower. You need 2 engines to run a tribute. Don't really want to be using that much wood. I'm honest with you. That's a lot of wood. Especially when, at the moment, floor space has got a premium. We've blown this up all over here for food and haven't done anything with it yet. But... okay, here he goes. Here he goes. He's going to take 4 metal blocks. Long. Here he goes on his journey through the wilderness. His very choppy journey. His very low frame rate journey. What is this out there? It currently says 11 frames a second. There we go. So he's done it. He's very, very choppy frame rate. And he'll go back. And he's going again. Okay, so they do 2. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay, I guess they make multiple deliveries a day then? Do they have a set amount they have to deliver? Ooh, that's single digit frame rate there. Whoa. Whoa. Let's slow this down to medium to try and assist the slideshow. Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna do 2. You're gonna send 2 out? Is that it? We have more metal blocks. You can send more out if you want. You know, they want all of them. So yeah, so it looks as if they don't start hauling after a certain time. And there are blocks in here. They always go and refill it. So they definitely like other beavers came with them as well. So that's interesting. That's interesting. I don't know exactly how many you get delivered in one go. I should really test that. I should just put a delivery system somewhere and just go, hey, send water to that one that no one's going to use, and see how many we get in one day. See how that works with 8 beavers and just a single path. Because in other places I've been doing multiple paths for the same thing. Like for instance over here, I've been doing multiple. Look, we have 8 bait routes, so we're storing 100 and whatever it is, 200 scrap metal in here. And I've done that because each route is 25, so you hold 25 in stock. And I think they can carry 25 because scrap metal is lighter. I think. I'm not entirely sure on that. We can find out. Let's speed up time and look at what Kakugoth, who is 90 days old. Our haulers are really impressive. Our distribution workers are very impressive and working to the ripe old age. And drawing a dip in there. Fantastic, fantastic. Let's see what this guy does. Right, I'm going to pause the game as well because I want to click on one of these people here. You were 94 days old. You were 92 days old. Gamgee, no! You were 93 days old. You were 93 days old. You were 101 days old. Most of them were all in District 1. So... and they'll be getting all the food buffs. Yeah, all the food buffs apart from... oh no, you didn't get any maple pastries. Okay. But that does carrying speed. It doesn't actually do life expectancy, so... huh. No maple pastries? We out of maple pastries here? Yes, we are. Yeah. Okay. We'll have to deal with that later. But okay. But let's go back to you. And you don't have any grilled potatoes or bread or anything like that at all. Wow. You're going to come back to your place. And you're going to do nothing because this is already full of scrap, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. It's already full of scrap. So we can do nothing here. So that throws that plan out the window. We can't actually do anything because we're not going to use any scrap because they're not turning any scrap into any metal. So And we don't need to send it up to District 2 because this is all completely balanced. This should be producing slightly more scrap than we're using. So this should start filling with scrap. But that's fine. That's fine. And then this should start going down for metal because we're actually making about 20 and sending, I assume, about 25 because that's what the stock is. We'll see how that works. Okay. Okay. But this is all running even when power is dead, even when the tide are dead. Awesome. Awesome. Just making sure the bakeries and things keep running. So, that being said, what are we going to do here? What are we going to do here? Well, we're going to explode more of this. But do we want to do food here? Or do we want to do trees? Because trees, we could power a tribute over here. Like we could put a tribute on top of this one here, and like an engine next to it, and an engine next to it over here, and run the engines. I don't know how we get up there, but we'd figure it out. Probably engine on here, powering that there. Don't know. Engines are and they're 3x3 as well. Should be an engine there, an engine there. Thing in between with the power shaft running down the back. We could do that, but then I don't know how I'd get up to the engine. Or we could run it like that. Engine there, engine there. We could do that. But to run an engine requires 24 logs a day. And that requires, it used to require 72 maple trees, but now maple trees take longer to grow because they were balanced. Because they were so much better than the rest of them. They are still better than them, but they're not as better now. They take a bit longer now. So now I think it's gone up to 90, it was 72, I think it's gone up to like 95 something. I cannot remember the formula to figure it out, but you get 8 logs and they take 30 to grow. So how many is that per day? 8 divided by 30. That's 0.26 per day. And you times that by 24. No, that's not right. Oh, hold on, no, it's around 30 divided by 8. Is you get 3.75 logs per day with the maple trees, and then times that by 24 means you need 90 maple trees. 90 maple trees in order to run a single engine. That's a 9 by 10 area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's that big of an area of maple trees. Bloop. Just to run a single engine. It's a lot of trees. A lot of trees to run a single engine. Okay. I might make it a 10 by 10. This is 10 by 10 now. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 by 10. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Boop, like that. But we'd have to get this wet back here, which is doable. We could just put like a little dump here somewhere. We'd have to put in a forester or 2. It would probably require 2 foresters to run this. Each one would require a forester. Because you've got to plant the trees as quickly as you're chopping them down. So we'd have to put in a forester there, a forester there. I'm going to pause these because I don't actually want them to be made right now. And then we require multiple lumberjack flags to chop down enough trees. 2 might be enough. 1 either side may be enough. I don't know why I did this the way I did here. I actually want to move all this over by 1. So you can stop, I'm afraid. Thank you very much. Boom. Low priority, stop. Lumberjack flag, lumberjack flag. So, I guess I'm doing this. kind of done it now. Boom, like that. And then we want to do an explosive back here. To make the area nice and green all the time. We'll just drop in a... it does 40 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4... I don't know what, we'll just put it in the centre. There. Boom. And I was going to put a log storage in the centre. But now I built that behind it, we need to get access to behind it. Which we can still do. We'll do that, and then we'll just build up and over it. Like this. We'll make it look all lovely and neato and yeah. Okay, then drop down trees. Up there and there. There we go. And you can obviously share between each other because you will. That's fine. And that will blow a hole in the floor there. And we'll put a water dump in, and that water dump should be able to go 14 tiles. This is 10, 11, 12. So it should be able to get all of these. I can't actually. We want to put that right back here somewhere. Which I know is right on the edge of the map. It seems a bit weird, but putting it back here will ensure that it gets this corner tile wet, which is what we want. What we want. Okay. Prioritize that. And prioritize that. There we go. Put on. Then we'll put some trees in. We can unpause these, just make them low priority. And you can be chopping down trees. We'll let all the maples grow first before we enable any of the farmers or anything like that to chop down the trees. And then that can be entirely for running 2 engines here, which will run a tribute of ingenuity. Then we just need to figure out how to do it over here. Well, that's easy because we already connected the power from this side to this side. It just means our tribute won't run during the dry seasons, which is fine. Absolutely fine. Not a big problem. Where to put the tribute, however, is a different matter because of... Alright, it can get power from below. So it could happily sit on top of there. That would get like all our machinery and everything, which is kind of the bits that we really want to increase. It increases life, so long as it gets the housings, it's fine. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to put that there. It means moving our flowers. Which is enough done. And it can get power directly from the place below it. Remove that, remove that. Put that. Build a tribute to ingenuity like that, but I'm going to set it to the lowest priority because we've got more important things to spend metal blocks on. It'd be nice to get it so our beavers live a bit longer. Well, say that, we've got 12 homeless beavers still already, so yeah. We have an unconnected building. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I'm going to set your design amount to 0, so none of the beavers send any logs over to here. Just an option that they can use should they want to. Okay. Forester is going and planting stuff, which is awesome. Hopefully they will come and do this Can't get all required materials. Do we not have enough explosives left? Probably not. No, we don't have any here. We're probably laying them all out over here. And you probably haven't been sending any over because... I haven't got many. I bet you haven't got many. You have got 50 left. So we haven't been making many explosives. Is that because... we're out of paper? No, it's not. Okay. I wonder whether adding the new book thing screwed up the paper. But I guess it didn't. Okay. So... yeah. This is coming along slowly. District 1 is good for food still. No maple pastries at all. We need to try and do something about that. Maybe get an independent little bakery going on over here somewhere with its own power system just to make maple pastries. Because that's the only thing we're really missing. In fact, you don't have any maple pastries either. Well, you've got 173 of them. So, yeah. How are we doing for homeless? 33 unemployed, no homeless. Excellent. And you've got no homeless and 53 unemployed. Cool. Okay. And we've got our wonderful places going there to do the thing. 96. Yeah. So we are distributing more than we're making, which is excellent. 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 So we'll leave this one here. So let all these go, and they'll grow and do their thing. And then we shall put some more water in because we need to do that here. We'll let all of them grow all the way up. Then we'll enable the farm, the places, and get that done there. This should be good now. I could probably hand this back over to this place on 121. Yeah, I think we will. I think we're going to hand this back over to District 1. You've been putting logs into there. Purely because District 1 has this going with these making things. Not that we need to use them anymore, but we could probably stop this and run this just on water power. In fact, I might probably do that just to save some trees because there's no point in that running. Empty storage. Stop empty storage. Prioritize holders. Get the logs out of there. We don't want to waste any more logs on that. And we'll just let it run off of these here, which I don't think generate enough power to run all this system here, but we're not using any planks and gears and stuff right now. We've got 1,000 planks, so we're good for planks, and we've got 416 gears, so we're good for gears. We can let that run on just the water power, and that's fine. And if it doesn't run on water power, we can always take these out and put a bigger water wheel in here, which is probably better than all of those. Yeah. There we go. Got the logs out. Cool. Okay, so we'll leave this one here, and I think I'm just going to let the game run for a while, which I said I was going to do between episodes before, but didn't. But now I can, so we might just let the game run for a while and let them build all the platforms, basically, because that's just the things that we need to do. So yeah, okay. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.